I for we forgot to mention in the video that this is a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the movie and want to know nothing about it, don't watch this video. Please. Go out and watch the movie for yourself and come back here, say this to your favorites or to one of your playlists and then come back here and watch the videos. Um, but if you have seen the movie, enjoy our spoiler video. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Fear. Fear's the mind killer.
I thought you were going in on me.
Hello, everybody. Today we are not talking about a spooky movie, as you've seen the title. We are talking about Dune, the highly anticipated movie from Denis Villeneuve, starring some of the greatest actors on this planet. Everybody's been buzzing about this. Everybody's been talking about this movie. It's had buzz since like September or like late September, early October, like during the Venice Film Festival. So people have
Yeah.
been really waiting for this. And it's been pushed back from like, I think the earliest thing was like 2019 to like 2021.
Really?
Yeah,
Have they filmed this already before 2020?
I think most of it. And they're like, we need to fix some stuff. And then the pandemic
Damn.
happened, and they're like, damn it. And then now, with things a bit getting better a bit with the vaccines and stuff, they can finally release it in theaters and in HBO, which we saw. Unfortunately, since theaters are still locked down here, we had to see them on the small screen using HBO.
Yeah. To be honest, actually no. Speakers in cinemas are really great.
Yeah, but if you do have a good
Uh,
headset, it kind of makes up for it.
yeah. And
Yeah.
get yourself a really, really good headset. Because I swear to God, you're not gonna regret it. And we'll be talking about that more later.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but for me, not to recycle what everybody else has been saying, but goddamn, Denis Villeneuve does it again. He
What
does a really
what else
great movie. Uh,
what else did he make?
aside from Blade Runner 2049, he did Arrival,
Okay.
Sicario,
Okay. Yes. Yes.
so
He
much good shit.
I forgot he did Blade Runner. I was like, oh my God. No wonder. No wonder it feels this way. It
Yeah,
feels so
yes.
good.
So, for me, the movie definitely lived up to the hype. This is a really great movie. There's some few gripes I have, but overall, I love this movie. If I could watch it all every day, I could, because I just want to get sucked.
No. I know.
I want to get
I
engrossed in the world.
know.
All right.
Okay.
How the question for you is,
Yeah.
does it live up to the hype?
In my opinion, I didn't watch any. I only watched one Dune trailer, and I didn't watch anything else because I was like, I need to watch this. I didn't read the book. My parents, sorry, my mom and my brother and my sister, they both read the book. And they're like, oh, it's one of the greatest books in the world. I'm like, okay. So I'm guessing this movie's gonna be pretty good, knowing that it's being made by the person who did Blade Runner 2049, and yeah, the author. Since the source material is gonna be great. So I was like, yeah, I can't wait for this movie. So I was hype about it. I will say that I do have some nitpicks, but they're just nitpicks. Does not take away from the movie. Uh, but yeah, dude, I was so excited for this movie, especially when you said it was out a few days ago. I was like, huh? Okay. I gotta look it up now. Where can I watch it?
Hmm. Um. Before we get into the story and actors, I just like to say this movie looks fucking good. Like the cinematography is beautiful. Like, damn,
Okay,
son.
compared to like what we had before, minus the 2000 early 2000 series, the David Lynch movie. I
Yes.
haven't fully seen it, but I saw a couple of scenes. I was like, oh, this is so far from what David Lynch. This is so far from David Lynch. I still want to give it a try though. I really want to do compare because right now
Yeah.
I can't, and I don't think I should. But I don't know. I really want to know how the old movie did compared to this one, knowing that I watched this one and, to be honest, blown away. I mean, I was blown away by this fucking movie.
Um. Of all the characters, which ones really stand out to you? Because for me, it's Paul, Gurney, Duncan, and Jessica.
So the main characters. Uh,
Mostly.
no, main the character that stood out to me the most. And it is weird, yeah. Oh, it's the main character. Not gonna lie, Timothy Chalamet like did a pretty good job portraying Paul.
Yeah,
I don't, I don't know what the Paul was in the books.
me
I can
neither.
compare, but like I was engaged though, because I was like, I want to know more about Paul, because a lot of movies do this, even TV shows and anime, where you have plain Jane main character, and then you have the cool side characters. Like, in my opinion, My Hero Academia, you have Deku. But at some points, you want to go for Shoto or Exploding Hand Guy. God, I forgot his name.
Bakugo.
Bakugo. There we go. It's kind of like those kind of scenarios. But here it's not. Here I'm more engaged. Like I want to know more about the main character. I didn't care about Zendaya. I didn't really care about because they didn't show us much yet.
Yeah,
Um, I didn't really mind Thanos being there. Batista was there too. Yeah, Jessica and him, and I'll say Oscar Isaac were like the main highlights for me. That family was just the main highlight for me in this movie.
yeah. I really like how Timothy Chalamet portrays Paul. Like he really has to go through a struggle in this movie. It's like we're going to another planet, and then shit hits the fan. He's like, oh, okay.
Damn it! And I love this. I love the special effects for this. Is that they're like, what's this? The spice, the source of energy, or this hallucinogen. I don't fucking know. It is everywhere. You breathe it in, and my mom has told me that she thinks that it tastes like cinnamon. So I was like, that's actually kind of interesting. For somebody with asthma, that sounds like a nightmare, though.
It's like, Dad, can you go home, please?
I'm that one with asthma. But you could you don't see the spice there until you shine like a light. Then you could actually see it like floating around the desert. And I love that effect. I love not majority, I love all of it. I love all of the cinematography and the set pieces that they had. When they're saying goodbye to the witchy ladies, they're in this flat field in front of their ship, and it's just fog. I was like, what would it look like if a lightsaber fight happened here? It would be beautiful.
Um, I gotta love how the spice dictates how the universe works. It's like the Furmen needed to like survive and have their powers, and like the space navigators use it to navigate the stars. You're like, that's interesting. I think the story of Dune is that there's a robot rebellion where robots rose up and the humans defeated them, and they banned any AI in the human image. But in doing so, the humans themselves became robots. Like they became computers themselves. Like some became witches, some became like the Harkonnen, some of those things. Sorry, I learned it from a TED talk. I'm like, oh, okay.
I didn't know. That's actually pretty interesting. I didn't know the whole backstory of Dune.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like the minute, like a few minutes into the movie, I already care for Paul. Like when he's in the room with the witch, and his mom's like, "Good luck."
Stick your hand in this thing.
Yeah. And like you better not remove your hand.
And you could tell that like he's still a kid.
Yeah.
Where he's like, "How dare you dismiss my mother in her own home?" And he's like, "Quiet, boy, get here, come here." like a very like strict grandmother.
Yeah.
Come here.
Lala, why?
And then, you get to see like he's trying to assert authority, but he has no place in this room right now. Like he has zero power.
He's not like his dad, Leto Atreides, which Oscar Isaac is one of the showstealers of this movie.
I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest. You don't see much of Oscar Isaac here. You really don't. But when he's on screen, I'm like, what a king.
Yeah.
What a king. Because, dude, you see Jason Momoa and, God, what's his name? Thanos guy.
Gurney. Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. You see Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin, and perhaps Timothy Chalamet. They all tower over Oscar Isaac in height, but you could tell which one's in charge, and I love that. I
Yeah.
was like, I love seeing that. Like they all respected, even God, the guy from Skyfall. I am really horrible with names. I gotta
Still,
find it here. Something.
Javier Bardem, Stilgar.
Javier Bardem. There we go. My God, I like that actor.
Yeah.
Why did I forget? I'm sleepy, everybody. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, like in the scene where the emissary comes to tell them, Arrakis is under your rule now. Like when he's saying like, we are House Atreides. There is no call we do not answer. There is no fate that we betray. I'm like, God, this, what a king. He's so regal in this role.
I want to say regal. It's not regal.
I mean, there's
I don't
like
know,
there's a weight to it.
okay, yeah, okay. I see what you mean. There is a weight to his commands. I feel like he's like this grounded kind of leader. I don't see him as a king. I see him as a leader kind
Mm.
of deal.
Not,
Like he doesn't oppose people with this title. He commands people, knowing that this would be the best option. I don't know. That's what I feel from Oscar Isaac's character,
yeah.
and that's what I like.
What I also like is that like what Jeremy John said is like this feels like galactic Game of Thrones. Like Atreides is House
Oh,
Stark,
I
and
I can feel
Harkonnen
that
is Lannister, kind of.
kinda. I did not watch Jeremy John's review yet. I was supposed to. I was about to, and then you're like, "Oh, let's film." Okay.
But yeah, I do like how it's divided. Like these two houses are going at each other for this precious planet. Um,
Yo, the political game in this entire like the I really don't know what you call them. These witch ladies. They rely heavily on putting superstition into another culture. And they're like it's a years of process. But they're like, "Oh, we have prepped this planet for you. This is what we have done for your people. And that's all you're going to get."
yeah,
And you could see that it worked amazingly. I was like, damn. Just imagine, like, me going to another country that doesn't have Christianity. I'm just like, push it down there, throw it. I'm like, oh, if you touch that thing, you'll die. And then I could just rule the entire country with that. Oh, it sounds familiar.
Hmm.
Seems like something that happened here in a very familiar place that we call home.
Um,
Well,
speak,
anyway.
but yeah, I also like his mom, Lady Jessica. Like she is a badass, especially when she uses the voice. Like skipping forward a bit when she tells those Harkonnen pilots like, "Cut me open, cut the ropes."
Cut the noose.
Yeah.
You really cut me open.
Sorry, I spoke.
I don't think you can have that power. It's not that you'll abuse it. It's that you'll be stupid with it.
Cut me open. Ah, fuck.
Cut my throat. I mean rope.
But yeah, she is. The way they use the voice is like, damn. It's kind of cooler than these are not the droids you're looking for.
It is. I love the double
Effect.
the like double effect. But that is like the only time this movie gave me a jump scare is when Timothée Chalamet is like was this he's hearing voices in his
Yeah.
head and his mom's trying to comfort him. He's like, "Get off of me." I'm like, "Ah!"
It's like, relax, bro. It's your mom.
I was like, well, I was enjoying this movie for a bit, man. What the fuck?
Speaking of the other house, like the only standout to me is the Baron, played by Stellan
Stellan
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Yeah. Holy fuck.
God, I love it.
Yeah.
I love this character. I love it that he floats too.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
I like the
That's some energy right there. I'm like, yeah.
I like how the introductory scene is like him and his bald head, like his movements, like that's kind of a reminds me of Apocalypse Now, right? The Marlon Brando character when he's introduced first, and he's just rubbing his bald head. It's like that might not be an accident. That might be on purpose for Denis Villeneuve to do that. But God, what an imposing, huge chunk of a Harkonnen.
It is very reminiscent to when you see Vader in his like room.
Yeah.
I don't know if you felt that, but that's what I felt.
And like
I mean,
what?
of course, this character is far from being Vader, but like the presence alone was like, oh, I
Yeah.
recognize this scene.
His voice too is like, my Arcanus, my Dune. It's like, God, I love Skarsgård.
I don't know, man. Nobody can recreate Stellan Skarsgård's fucking voice. It's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like you can feel like it's edited, but it's not. That's his actual voice. I mean, at some points it does like echo a bit. But like all in all, that's him. And there's also Polka Dot Man. He's here.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Dave the Smoltron.
Yeah.
But the story is that House Atreides gets the plan Arrakis and gets control of the spice, and Harkonnens doesn't like that. They're like, but we want it. It's ours.
You could tell two are like. Okay, the only redeeming factor here is that both parties are actually after the spice and they want the power, but the redeeming factor is the Arcanist side want to work with the indigenous people of this planet.
You meant Atreides.
Sorry, Atreides. But the De Batista team, they want to wipe everyone out and just have this plan for themselves.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the story. No, actually, there's a little bit more. What am I saying? But like,
Yeah, there's no politics, but they're like, we're gentler, like those
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. But you can still feel like there's a little bit of corruption here. Like,
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. As sweet talkative as Oscar Isaac's character was, it was like he still has a goal, which is control the spice.
Yeah.
You have the power. I also like that this movie, because I was like, please don't. Somebody commented like, please don't let this be like a teen drama bullshit, because I never read the books. I was like, oh my god, please don't make this a teen drama bullshit. I was like, nah. After watching this ain't no Divergent bullshit. This ain't one of those fucking books. Don't worry.
Yeah. And there's
This one's
multiple
way better.
books due to like 6 books, so if this is successful, hopefully in the future we get part 2 and the succeeding books. I hope so. Please,
Yeah.
God.
I have the Dune books somewhere here, and it is thick. I think
Yes.
they've squeezed in everything in there. I was like, damn.
Yeah. So what's the David Lynch film trying to do? Is like, we have to jam everything in there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I already saw the scene where they're riding the worms.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, that's a little bit quick. That's what my mom told me, by the way. It was like, it actually takes a while for them to ride the worm. But I was like,
Yeah. I like how when they say like the Atreides Legion is the best in the star system and they're trained by the best warriors, Duncan, Idaho, and Gurney. You're like, I believe you. They are the best commanders to have. Because Gurney is a badass. You can tell from the start. You're like, all right, I buy this guy.
okay, he's kind of one of my like least favorite characters on that side of the family. Like, you could
Do you
tell,
know who
like,
portrays him in the 1980s version though?
Who?
Patrick Stewart.
Ah, I think that fits.
Yeah, I can see
Fits.
Patrick Stewart in like a commander role. I mean, he's already Picard, so like, why not?
Ew.
Yeah.
Really?
But one of the nitpicks is like, what the fuck happened to Gurney after the battle? I guess we'll find out in part 2.
Yeah, there's this movie is very open ended. Like, as we Filipinos say, it's very bitin.
Yeah.
Bitin makes us wanting more. Like, it wasn't enough for us, which I think is their plans for it. Like, we want to watch the second movie now because this movie didn't end.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I'll come back for the next video. Come back to the next movie, please, so you know more of the story.
Zendaya
I don't
says it. It's like, there's only the beginning. You're like, huh? Oh, okay.
all that was missing is like her looking at the camera. It's like, it's only the beginning. I'm like, okay, thank you.
But I like how going back to the commanders. I like how Duncan feels like just a bro. Like every time he sees Paul's like, "What's up, my man?"
They hug.
Yeah.
And like, hey, yeah, dude, and like, you could tell that Paul is like the baby of this army. Like, he
Yeah.
hugs all of the like commanding generals. So I was like,
Yeah.
all right, He has that much power that he could do that.
Yeah, they're like, it's okay, we can break rank. It's Paul.
But,
Give him a break.
but also like there's one scene that stood out to me was when they were observing the mining vessel, or like this mining contraption that a worm started going towards them, and within 5 minutes, this worm would pretty much eat everybody who was in this mining freight. I don't fucking know what you call it. And then Oscar Isaac's character and Timothy Chalamet's character, they try to save the people in this mining freight, and yeah, Timothy Chalamet has an episode, and they had to save him and get him out of there.
Yeah.
And like he freezes, kind of episode, like he doesn't move, and this worm is coming at them. And of course, as a father, you'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" But that's not what Oscar Isaac's character did.
Yeah.
He's like, he just warned him like, "You should." I forgot what he said.
You have responsibilities.
Yeah, you have responsibilities.
Yeah.
And like, keep your head on straight, something like that.
Yeah.
And then Timothy Chalamet is not didn't even explain. So it's like, yes sir. He knows he fucked up.
Yeah.
And Oscar Isaac's character is just like, good. Then get back to your room or something. I'm like, damn. It's just straightforward. That's what I like about.
Yeah.
What's his name? Leto something something.
Leto Atreides.
Atreides, yeah.
Yeah.
That scene stood out to me a lot because a lot of movies would do like, father would yell at his son.
Yeah.
Son would retaliate. Like, no, you did stupid. Yeah, I did stupid.
I do like the training scene between Paul and Gurney early in the movie.
Oh yeah, same here. I
like, can we just do it later? Gurney. And Gurney's like, no, fuck you. I'm like, that's the air. You sure you want to do that?
I don't get this. This is one of my gripes, by the way. Not gripes, nitpick. I don't like this force field thing that they have around them.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't mind that it was like a training sequence.
Mm-hmm.
But once it was like a large scale fight, it kind of took me out of the fight. Seeing red, blue, going off and on while this two armies are clashing, and I didn't like it at all. So it's just a nitpick. I could do or without this movie. That force field thingy.
Apparently,
Also,
there's.
I don't get this. I don't get the logic of it either. Like if the object is slower, it will go through, but if the object is fast, it will bounce off. Why can't you just make something that will just bounce off?
Yeah, when Duncan throws that sword at the Sardgar, he just bounces off. It's like, fuck.
Yeah. So why can't you just make something that just makes anything bounce off you? Why does it have to have a rule of when it slows down, you could touch it? you could actually hit somebody. I'm like, just make like a shield. Make it have like, I don't know. It's just weird for me. I don't like the shield thing. But if it's in the books, it's in the books, and I can't change it. There to all you book people. You happy? I accepted it.
There's history between his character and Gurney's character and Batista's character. Like he has a scar or somewhere in his face that's like from Batista. I think that's what Josh Brolin said in an interview. Like, it's gonna be a cage match between Thanos and Batista again.
They barely met. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's true. He did turn into like bricks in Infinity War. But hopefully, this time
they barely met in this movie too. So I'm like,
maybe in part 2 they have like a battle. That'd be sweet.
For sure, one general against another general.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be sick
Captain.
though. Brolin versus Batista. Like Brolin in this cable body versus Batista. Like, damn, that's pretty badass.
Oh, I will say I love settings like us humans have adapted and evolved our technology.
Mm-hmm.
Like we have hovercraft flashlights or lamps that just follows us now, or like
The dragonfly ships.
But you don't see like commercialized buildings or anything like that, or like large. It's not like a cyberpunky. It is very. I don't know what you call this kind of aesthetic. please, people in the comments, if you know this kind of style, please do tell me because I really do want to recreate it because I do want to draw. Yeah. So I don't know. I love this style where humanity just concentrated on surviving bit better instead of thinking of commercializing or having a poster or
Yeah.
banner or an eatery. I'm like, where are all the restaurants? Y'all just get regular food?
I like the science of their desert suits.
Oh yeah, where like sweat, spit, or like tears
Yeah.
collected, the suit just absorbs it and turns it into water. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
it's actually smart. So
Yeah.
like that's actually cool.
But you learn later on, like, they were given this planet, but everything's like broken. It's like when the helicopter, or I don't know what you call it, was trying to pick up the desert tractor. Again, I don't know
Oh
what to
yeah,
call it
yeah,
either.
like the hook
Yeah.
just
Like,
like fails on
like
that.
how it just takes one hook, like, sorry. Too bad.
I know, right? Like, can't you just lift up a bit?
It's like,
Because like,
that's only like 3 hooks in. Are you sure you're not safe?
yeah, and another redeeming factor, not a redeeming factor, another good characteristic from Oscar Isaac's character. They were like, oh, it's procedure. If we go out of this craft, we will die.
Mhm.
Because they can't leave the spice. If they leave the spice, it's like a death sentence, I
Yeah.
guess. While Oscar Isaac's character is like, damn the spice, get out of there. I'm like,
Yeah.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
nice.
And that's also the first time you see the worm's mouth. Like, holy fuck.
Mm, 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 mm. I ain't gonna risk it all for that. But
Yeah. Like you, like even before it comes out the dirt, you just fall because of the massive amounts of shockwaves it produces. You're like, oh fuck.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, it turns into like quicksand
Yeah.
because like the sand gets loose and you start sinking in. I'm like, oh my god.
And you see like a person from the Emperor's Court, Dr. Liet Kynes. She was in the 1980s version. Her character was portrayed by Max von Sydow
Ooh, I don't know who that is.
from
But,
The Exorcist.
for sure. Which one's that? Which one's that actress?
No, Max von Sydow from The Force Awakens, The Exorcist.
Oh, got it. Yep. Dude, I am very sleepy. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, the thing is, Denis Villeneuve was like, I want more diversity for this movie, and that's never a bad thing, as long as the characters are well written and well executed. And I'm sure we both agree that these are very good characters.
Yeah. Also, a weird thing that this director wanted for this movie. This is somewhat a little bit grounded. Like, this kind of depicts of like what would we be like 1,000 years from now. And I kind of like that. And stuff evolves. Like, you could tell this empire is a mixed race empire.
Mhm.
Like, his grandfather used to fight bulls, but then it's like, I don't know. It's actually like pretty well thought of, especially the choreography for their fights. These fighting styles I've never seen before. If correct me if I'm wrong, if this is a somewhat fighting style in your country or like in your culture, please correct me. But this was a very interesting fighting style when I saw it between Timothy Chalamet's character and this second in command guy who challenged him.
Hmm.
Like, it's a weird fighting style, but guess it works for them.
Yeah.
So it feels like a futuristic version of how we would fight in the future. I was like, that's actually pretty cool, because you don't fight like that with a knife, and I have had knife training before, and you don't do those things. But I don't know, this felt alien, this felt new, so I was like, okay, for the story. It doesn't have to be effective in real life.
Yeah.
But
Straight
I, don't
on
know, I
Carter's
appreciated that. Yeah, I appreciated that. Like, it was a smart choice. So it felt like, yeah, we were in the future and fighting has changed.
And you also
Nobody has guns.
Yeah, that's they have bombs though. They have napalm too.
Yeah, they have napalm. They got missiles, but it was like you didn't have like a rifle or a pistol on you. I think the Chalamet had like a retractable
handgun.
pistol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you learned that the Emperor just sent them there so Harkonnens. This is my interpretation, so that Harkonnens could just wipe them out from there. Like, oh, I guess the Emperor has beef with you guys. Don't know why, but okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a dick move. I was like, damn. Oh well.
Yeah.
Nobody likes the nice guy in the army.
And you find out, like, earlier when you arrive in Arrakis, like, Paul was almost killed by, like, a hunter seeker. And you're like, what can it do? And you find out what it can do. You're like, oh, that's what it can do. For Leto.
And which one's the hunter seeker? The little fly thing that was like.
Yeah. It just
So you could
paralyzed.
just paralyze them. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, got it. And like, it made me a little bit nervous because like that thing flew right, and
Yeah.
somebody walked into the room and he caught it with his hands. I was
Yeah.
like, isn't that thing sharp?
He's like, ah, fuck.
Damn it! Like, oh, you could say the material's flimsy or something, but a sharp piece is still a sharp piece. It'll be
Yeah.
like a splinter or something. Oh.
So when Leto Atreides gets it in his back, you're like, I hope he can reach it. Like, oh god, he can't reach it. Oh no, it's the end. And you find out
yeah.
it's the doctor because his wife is being kept hostage by the Harkonnen. And you're like, poor guy, tough situation.
Yeah. And he dies.
Yeah,
And so I love this last stand of Oscar Isaac.
yeah,
Like, right, he's paralyzed. He's like, and Stellan Skarsgård's mouth eating
yeah.
in front of him, and like, you could tell that like, oh, this is it, any last words kind of deal.
Yeah,
And the doctor planted like that cyanide
yeah,
tooth thing, like you crack it open and you bite it down. And then he breathes it on Stellan Skarsgård and everybody in the room, and they all start dying. I was like, that was sick. Not gonna lie. I would like to go out like that.
He's like, you have no more bloodline. And then that is like, mo, walang bloodline.
Mama mo walang bloodline.
But then you find out like he just flew like a fucking cockroach to the ceiling. Like, how? Okay.
How is it a force field thingy?
Yeah, because
he got like the full brunt
Yeah.
of that gas. So I'm like, how'd you survive?
yeah, and then
And then
they had to bait him in like Barako coffee.
No. It's like the mixture that you put in pancit canton.
Ah,
It's exactly like that.
and the our American audience is like, what the fuck are they saying? Like, I'm sorry.
You'll know. Or try pancit canton, you'll know.
But yeah, you said before, Gurney goes head first into battle, and we don't know what happens to him. But we do know Harkonnens doesn't keep prisoners apparently, because Batista starts executing them. Like, maybe they're saving Gurney for last.
Or maybe Gurney ran away.
It's like, you know what? Fuck this. I am not inevitable after all.
Shit.
But
Drax is gonna finally get his revenge.
finally, I do like Duncan killing all the I don't know how to pronounce Sardar warriors, because they're built up like the best of the best, the Emperor's blade, and like you see the scene where they're battling the Atreides forces are battling the Harkonnens, and then from behind them are the Emperor's blades, and you just wipe the floor with them. Like, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Paul and Jessica are like in a spaceship. They're separate, and they try to run back. They're like, you know what? I think everyone's dead.
I love the tools, and, like the alien hardware that they have. I say alien, but this is gonna be this is like depicted as like our technology in the future. But to us, it's so weird. Like there's this laser that just cuts to anything. They got these weird ass looking ships that just sprays missiles. And like you don't need to like you don't need to time those missiles. They just go wherever. I'm like, damn.
When Denis
and-
Villeneuve does explosions, it is beautiful to see.
It is beautiful to see. Like my god. But what's beautiful there is like the wide shot. You see the ship above the city, and then
Yeah.
it just sprays this entire city with missiles. I was like, that is so nice. I love his cinematography so much.
I thought you were about
Especially
to
in Blade
say.
Runner.
I thought you were about to say, I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Sure. If I were to have the chance to smell napalm in the morning, I want to know what it smells like. Does it smell like spice?
But yeah, Liet Kynes brings Jessica and Duncan and Paul to like her hiding place, but the Sarkar find them anyway. So you're like,
Yeah.
I guess you didn't think this through, huh? Okay. And like, Duncan knows what's coming and he makes his last stand. And I love the scene and I was like, Duncan's such a good character. But what a badass way to go out.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I thought you weren't gonna mention it. Yeah, sadly.
He just
Kissable
goes to the
moment.
door, he's like, send me your strongest warrior, and they send all their strongest warriors to him. It's like, fuck, oh well.
Wait, yeah. Yeah, that was badass. I can't wait to see more. Like, I want to see his character. Because when you see him, like, perching with, like, the sand people,
Yeah.
like, that's kind of cool. I want to know the backstory of his 4 months being in this planet.
Me too. But he gets like a blade through him at first, and you're like, that's kind of an anticlimactic way to go, but okay.
He just pulls it out and
Yeah.
starts hacking the people while they had their backs turned.
Yeah. And then he dies because they just keep hacking away at him. We're like, thank you, sir. And even the doctor, Liet Kynes, gets stabbed in the back. First, like, oh no, her thing's leaking. Oh no, she got stabbed. Shit. That's worse.
And then she put like this thumper thing and
Yeah.
just started smashing her like fist on the sand to make the pattern, and I'm like, that shit scares me, by the way. I think this sandworm scares me more than like sharks. Like that just like terrifies me. I'm like, I don't like it.
What do you think of the, going back a bit, what do you think of the Harkonnen's pet spider?
Oh, what? Yeah, what the fuck was that thing? It was there for like 20 seconds, and I was like, wait, no, come, tell me what that thing is.
I'm like, the fuck is that? Then you go away. It's like, no, don't go away. Come back.
It has 8 arms, fingers, and a butt. Tell me what that thing is.
But yeah, Jessica and Paul fly away, and they're causing like a storm, and Paul lets go, and I'm surprised Jessica's not like, the fuck are you doing?
No, knowing that Paul is like, I stopped questioning Paul because you could tell that like he kind of like sees possibilities in the future.
Mhm.
It's not him seeing the future; it's him seeing possibilities. Because at the end, there's a person who's like going to be his friend, but sadly, he kills him.
Like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah. He wasn't trying to at first because he was like he knows that this person will be a really good ally, but then he had no other choice.
he's like,
So I'm like,
friend request sent, and he's like, yow. Like, oh, okay.
yeah, declined. But yeah, so I think that's why Jessica let Jesus take the wheel.
Paul,
Well, he's technically Jesus.
Paul, take the wheel.
Paul is Jesus.
Yeah. And then it's night, and they're like, we have to walk like the Furman. And then he steps on like a solid piece of the desert. I'm like, does that even exist in the desert? Okay, I guess. He starts
There's
making
like solid rock.
the worst
What
part
is
is
that?
he starts
What is
making
that?
patterns with his foot. They're like, stop it. No, you idiot.
Yeah, I don't.
I like how they're like, we must walk like them, and then he starts doing this. And he's
Why is there hollow Earth?
Yeah.
Why is there a hollow Earth? I'm like, what the fuck?
They see the woman like, you know what? Let's not walk like the Furman. Let's just fucking run. I don't get that though. It's like, why does the worm stop when it's like they're on top of rocks? Can't it just eat the rock too?
Okay. So you tell me that if there's like a piece of Cocoa Crunch on the table, would you just?
Yeah, I have arms though.
Yeah, but the worm doesn't. So do you think it will smash his face just to eat these people on a piece of rock?
It's huge. I'm sure. Fine. Sure.
It's smart, I think. It makes expensive minerals. Oh, like for sure it's able to eat things because the thing it's gonna be landing on is soft and he could go through it. Well, like I don't think it wants to headbutt
A rock.
headbutt the floor to eat like 2 pieces of people that it barely eats.
Yeah. But yeah, I like how the climax after all these massive battles is just two guys fighting, and before that they're like to Paul like it's okay, he'll give you a quick death, and he's like, ah, thanks, appreciate. Even Zendaya's like, it's okay, he's a fast killer. He's like, I had dreams about you, not anymore, bitch.
No, I do like the Javier Bardem's character was like, oh, you're like he criticized Jessica or something,
Yeah.
and like seconds later he's held up at like knife point. He's like, I was too quick to judge. I'm sorry.
I'm just joking, I'm sorry. Peace.
Joke lang, joke lang. But I don't know. I like that Paul and her are actually capable of fighting.
Yeah.
Like none of them. No, I didn't feel like anybody was useless in this movie.
Yeah.
Like sure, one can't fight, but he's good at politics. One's a doctor. Oh, nobody felt useless in this movie.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. Polka Dot Man, sure. I guess he was kind of useless.
But he was just, an emissary from the Harkonnen.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad.
But yeah, the fight, I like the fight, even though the beginning's kind of like, what's the guy doing?
Exactly. That's what I was talking about. The strange stance.
Yeah.
Like you don't do this in a knife fight. But is this like our future way of fighting? Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And like, Paul has the knife to his neck. He's like, yield. And the guy's like, excuse me?
There is no yield here. We don't do that here.
Exactly. At that point, Javier Bardem's like, is he toying with him? The fuck is up with him?
Nah, but you can tell that Paul was stopping himself because he knew that this is gonna be a really good ally.
Exactly.
Like in a vision, I was like, damn. Knowing that you have that other route, like it's like playing a game, knowing that the other route would lead to you, this person being your friend, but then you throw so many wrong decisions that he ends up being the enemy.
It's like, why didn't I say yes to this character? Fuck.
Yeah, damn it, he would have been such a good one in my team.
Yeah. But yeah, he does
Yeah.
the samurai thing where he just slices him in the gut. And we're like, oh.
No, he goes behind him.
Right.
Sticks it on his back. I think
Yeah.
it hits an organ or something.
And he's like, have fun having no liver, sir, in the desert.
Yeah. And yeah, we get that like last shot of them hiking towards the desert, and then we see somebody riding a worm. I was like, that's cool.
Like, when can I get that ability perk? The next movie, okay.
No. I gotta say, man, like this movie's fucking sick.
Yeah.
Especially the shot. Like there are a lot of like long shots that you will appreciate. Yeah, unless you have like a short attention span, then I recommend a shorter movie for you. But like,
Yeah.
I think you'll enjoy it. Maybe, who knows?
I do like the last shot of Jessica's like, yeah, we can be with him, and then as he walks away, she's like, this is not how this is not going according to plan.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Damn it. He wants to be with the sand.
Doesn't know that it's rough and caution gets everywhere.
No, but then again, you could tell that Jessica knows, like, oh, he could tell his options. He knows his options, like, possibilities into the future. So she's like, okay, Jesus, take the wheel on this one again.
Yeah. Hopefully it turns out well for her, because I like her character.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, I think she's gonna die some way.
Some way, somehow. Alright.
It's not that I wanted to, I just can't see it.
I know some theories were like, maybe the guy who was Tyrion's father from Game of Thrones should be the Emperor. I'm like, that's a nice fit.
That's actually a pretty good fit. No, well, what makes me say that Lady Jessica's not gonna make it is because we get that vision of Paul being a complete badass and going into mid-battle with like this golden
With horrible CGI in his face. Like,
yeah, when they opened the mask, I was like,
yeah.
oh, that's horrible. But him fighting was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't see Lady Jessica with him. It's just him and Zendaya and like the rest of the crew. Back at Earth. Was it Earth?
No, it's still Arrakis because they're still in the desert and you see the sandworm bursting through the sand.
No. Like there's people like.
Oh yeah, when they're in the ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's him and Zendaya. Without.
Is that Earth? Is
no. It's called. His homeworld is called Caladan. Yeah.
Caladan. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, if Earth looked that nice in the future, then damn. We must have
Mm,
turned we must have turned global warming around, and
hopefully.
hopefully.
Well, how much do we got? Like 12 months?
12 months. I hope not. I hope it's more than that. Jesus, maybe. I don't want to say. Anyway, what would you rate this movie?
I'm trying to look for gripes, but I can't.
All right.
Like all I have are nitpicks, and I don't count those into my. I will give this one a 10 out of 10. This is actually a legit good movie, and it had me at the edge of the seat, and had me engaged. And with this director, he does such a good job with world building. Like you get sucked in. Like I feel the sand on my feet. I
Yes.
like it.
I am on the same page as you. I really love this movie. This movie is amazing. Like once in a while, I will watch it again just to be amazed. Like yes,
Same here.
then
So,
even
same with like it's like my Blade Runner. Like
yeah,
I will watch this casually, just to be sucked into the world.
it's like take me, Denis Villeneuve, please take me to a good sci-fi franchise.
Yes, my God, he did such a good job with this movie.
What
I really suggest people should watch this.
since he did Blade Runner and Dune, which are both from older movie properties, what other sci-fi properties would you like him to do?
Damn, that's a good question. I'm trying to think of a older sci-fi.
Because I have a cheap answer, and it's like just from my own desire.
Okay, wait. How about 2001: Space Odyssey?
Oh, fuck!
Yeah. What if he
Holy
did
shit.
that?
A remake?
I think. Yeah.
Damn.
I feel like he'll do a good job.
Yeah. Um. God damn! I wish my answer was better because I'm like Star Wars. Because can you imagine Star Wars by Denis Villeneuve?
No, he won't stoop that low.
Oh, fuck you! I want nice Star Wars things. Leave me alone. But fuck, 2001. Is so good. God damn it! Why did I think of that? But uh, but I can't wait for part two, and it's already generating like 40 million in the States and worldwide, so it's doing really well.
Oh yeah, we're getting a second movie.
We fucking
sure.
better. I might lose it if we don't. Same with Jerry Johns. I might lose it if we don't. Just forever being like, why?
I need worm writing.
Like, please, Warner Brothers, if you're not going to give us the Snyderverse, at least give us a sequel to Dune.
Yes. And then, like, trust me, it ain't no teen drama shit.
Yeah.
It ain't no Twilight Divergent bullshit.
Though I've seen a
It ain't
couple
no-
of people, they're like, on Instagram, they're like, this is a bad movie. I'm like, how? How? Like, someone like, I was
Whoa.
counting down the minutes.
Okay.
I'm like, I get that it's
Whoa.
slow, but it's so good, though.
Good slow.
Yeah.
God, what? Do you just want to get in there already? God,
Yeah.
just wait.
Yeah.
Just give it a minute. Fuck, we're an hour and a half for this movie. But, like, what do you consider a good movie in your book?
Though
That's-
I saw a funny one on Twitter where it's like the voice actress for Resident Evil 2 was like, I just came back from Dune. And someone I know as how hot are Timothy Chalamet and Zendaya? Because that will determine if I watch it or not.
I mean, you get to see him shirtless twice, if that helps.
Yeah.
Zendaya, you don't see her at all.
Yeah. I just saw that comment like, oh, I almost said the person's name. I might get in trouble. But yeah. Look, it's a really good movie, and movies like this are worth investing in. So come on.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
better.
take us home, Ed. Just take us home.
Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching our video on Dune. We still have a couple of spooky videos and 2 incognito videos coming up, which are very exciting. If you know what incognito is, it's our degenerate content, which is mostly drummer, and I will try to join one of them someday, and like the one for like November or December. But for now,
We look at anime boobs.
yes. But for now, it's just the 2. Do you want to say what the first one is, or do you want to keep that hush hush?
Hush, hush.
All right. But you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/geeks and degenerates. We react to trailers and we stream. Last time we streamed Apex Legends and we reacted to Uncharted and Cowboy Bebop. You can also find us on. Sorry, what?
Nothing.
You want to say something?
No,
Yes.
No. No. No, teacher. I don't.
Yeah, but that's your community. Want to talk about Dune with us? That'd be cool. Or any other movies? That'd be cool. Drummer, where can they find you individually?
You can find me at JomGOM, all caps. It's in my Instagram.
All right.
It's in my art account, if you don't know.
All right. For now, continue to stay safe, wear a mask, get vaccinated. Get vaccinated if you can.
You can do it. You can do it.
Shut up. Social distance still. And one day we can all watch part 2 in a theater together as a community. And if we're famous enough, maybe we'll be hosting that screening. Who knows?
I hope so.
That would be dope, though.
That'd be really dope.
Yeah. But once again, thank you so much for watching videos. This is Enzo and Jom from Geeks and Degenerates, and we are signing off. Goodbye.
Don't copy my this. How dare you? Only I do this. There you go. Yeah, that's the point. That's
Fine.